Okay, guys, we need to talk about Nottingham Forest versus Derby County. It is easily, easily, the most underrated rivalry in this country. It's always a good game. It's always a good atmosphere. And there's always so much happening on the pitch that it's just sometimes impossible to keep up with it. Take yesterday, for example, the 22nd of January 2022, when Forest won the game 2-1 thanks to goals from Grabban and Johnson and a late penalty for Derby from Tom Lawrence. But that doesn't tell the story at all. There was incredible fan banter, and Forest fans, applause to you. That banter that you were giving the Derby fans was incredible. We'll get into that in a minute. Disclaimer to the Derby fans. Obviously, nobody wants to see you go bust, but the banter that you've been getting for it from the Forest fans has been absolutely epic. And that's what football's all about. It's about the fans. It's about the banter. So fingers crossed Derby don't go bust and don't liquidate or don't even get any more points deductions, because I think they've had enough to suffer, to be honest. But well done, Forest fans. The banter you gave them yesterday was absolutely incredible. Like we said, we'll get into it. But on the pitch, like I said, I've told you the score, I've told you the goal scorers. That doesn't even tell half of the story. There was the Forest goalkeeper, Samba, walking around with an absolute lump on his head the size of a tennis ball after clashing with, I think, was it Tom Lawrence? I can't remember off the top of my head. I should have researched it before I started the video. But he was walking around with a massive lump on his head. And I was watching the game. I was working, but I still might have work in sports broadcasting. So I was managing to watch the game. And I was saying to all my colleagues, like, surely he's got to go off there. He's got to go off. We'll probably wait till half time. I'm surprised he's still on the pitch. He comes out in the second half with a bandage on his head. Fair play. I'm no doctor, but I think that there would have been a risk of concussion there. I mean, I'm going to say fair play to the keeper for carrying on. He's absolute warrior to carry on like that. And like I said, he just comes out with a bandage on his head like nothing's happened and just carries on ruffling feathers in the second half. Absolutely sensational. And then I've mentioned the banter from the Forest fans. Now, I'll show you a video in a second for those of you that aren't aware of it. But just to give a little bit of context, of course, Derby aren't in the best of positions financially. That's probably the understatement of the century. There's been talk of liquidation, talk of the club going bust, talk of them being relegated into the conference and things like that. They are in absolute dire straits. They're up shit creek without a paddle. But Forest fans, all they want us to do was give banter for it. And fair play, like I said. So because Derby is so skint at the minute, this is what the Forest fans did. That's a video of the Forest fans throwing £5 notes, fake, obviously, onto the Derby fans beneath them. That is absolutely incredible. And I just thought at the time, oh, they're just fake £5 notes. That's still incredible banter, but that's not it. They are fake to the point where they have Mel Morris, the Derby County chairman or former chairman, whatever he is at the minute, who got them into this mess. Got his face printed onto the fivers. That is absolutely incredible banter. And like I said, fair play to the Forest fans. That is sensational, really, really is. And then just as you think the game is fizzling out, there is a mass brawl on the pitch. All the players involved from both sides after Ravel Morrison gets sent off for a horror challenge in the 97th minute. It's definitely a red card. Got no issues with that. Don't have any issues with the mass brawl either. Are you even a derby, as in a rivalry, if there's not a mass brawl on the pitch? I don't care what sort of fan you are, what sort of football fan you are, you always want to see mass brawls on the pitch when you're watching derbies, whether it's Arsenal, Tottenham, Burnley, Blackburn, Man United, Liverpool, even Chester, Wrexham. It's not a derby unless there's a mass brawl on the pitch. But as for Derby, like I said, nobody wants to see a club go bust. Nobody wants to see Derby in the position that they're in. I really hope they do turn it around, and I really hope they can sort it out. I really hope they don't go bust. But that must hurt Derby. The defeat yesterday. Let me know in the comments how you're feeling, Derby fans. Do you think you can get out of it? Forest fans, do you think you can get into the Premier League? Fingers crossed Forest get into the Premier League, and fingers crossed Derby can sort out the financial mess that they're in. Okay, guys, thanks for watching this latest video. If you liked it, please hit the like button. And if you really, really liked it, please hit the subscribe button. This is a brand new YouTube channel where I talk about all things in the world of sport, not just football, not just the Premier League, obviously, because this is a championship match I've been speaking about. But I'm also going to be talking about things like cricket, F1. I've had a request for snooker already. I was actually watching the snooker shootout yesterday at work. It's actually really entertaining. I think they're trying to make snooker a bit more like darts. But yeah, this YouTube channel is going to be about me chatting about all the things happening in the world of sport. So if that sounds good, should I say, please subscribe now.